we will learn about events during the process of photosynthesis, that is also known as mechanism of photosynthesis. The study of photosynthesis demonstrated the existence of two phases, a light phase and a dark phase. The reactions of the light phase require light and hence also called photochemical reactions, whereas reactions of the dark phase require no light, or you can say dark, and are purely chemical reactions. So at first we will discuss about the light phase or the photochemical phase. It can be studied under two headings. Number first, that is the absorption of light energy by chlorophyll. It takes place in the granular region of the chloroplast. During light reaction, radiant energy of the sun is trapped by chlorophyll and accessory pigments. Pigment chlorophyll absorbs visible light energy in the form of quanta or photons. When exposed to the light, chlorophyll molecule is excited and emits electrons. Photons are packets of energy emitted by light. The shorter the wavelength of the light, the higher is the energy of the photon. Next, that is the conversion of the light energy to the chemical energy and splitting of water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen. Emitted electrons from the chlorophyll are channeled through electron transport chain in chloroplast. The energy absorbed by the chlorophyll is responsible for carrying out three functions. So what are the three functions? Number first, that is the formation of ATP. For the formation of the ATP, adenosine triphosphate. What is the full form of ATP? Adenosine triphosphate, and ADP, that is adenosine diphosphate, joins a phosphate group. This formation of ATP from ADP during the light phase is called photophosphorylation. The ATP thus formed is used as a source of energy during dark phase of photosynthesis. Second thing, that is the second function, photolysis of water. The decomposition of water into the hydrogen and oxygen by light energy absorbed by the chlorophyll is called photolysis of water. That means water plus energy, what they are forming? Hydrogen plus oxygen. Oxygen is released into the atmosphere as byproduct of photosynthesis. Third function, that is synthesis of NADPH, reduce nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. The released hydrogen ions from the water are made available to NADP and reduces it to NADPH. It is also used in dark phase. So now come to the dark phase, that is the light independent phase also. This can be studied under the heading, that is the reduction of the carbon dioxide to carbohydrate. Here carbon dioxide is reduced to glucose, that is carbohydrate, by the hydrogen in NADPH and by utilizing the chemical energy stored in ATP. Dark reaction takes place in stroma region of the chloroplast. Melvin Calvin, that was a scientist, gave the details of this process using radioactive carbon. It is also called Calvin cycle. This is the reason only this is called Calvin cycle. In recognition his work, Calvin was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1961. ATP and NADPH molecules formed during light reactions together are known as assimilatory power. Here carbon dioxide first of all combines with RUBP, that is ribulose biphosphate. After a series of reactions, carbohydrate is synthesized and RUBP is regenerated. The overall dark reaction can be represented as RUBP plus carbon dioxide, that is CO2, plus NADPH and plus ATP. What they are forming? RUBP plus glucose, that is C6H12O6 plus ADP plus NADP plus PO4, that is phosphate. Significance of photosynthesis. What is the importance? Significance or the importance of the photosynthesis, for a number of reasons are there. Number first, that is the food. By photosynthesis, green plants synthesize food from simple raw materials like carbon dioxide and water, that is H2O. Thus, it sustains life on earth. Another thing, that is the second, that's oxygen. Oxygen released during the process of photosynthesis is needed by animals and humans also. It is also be required for the respiration of microbes. Even the plants also intake oxygen for the respiration process. Oxygen also supports combustion of fuels. Another third significance, that is the fuels. Fossil fuels like the coal, oil and natural gas are forms of stored solar energy synthesized by the photosynthesis millions years of ago. Few more points we have to discuss, that is chlorophyll gets excited in the presence of light and initiate the process of photosynthesis. The quantity of the chloroplast and the pigments in the leaf remain unchanged even after the prolonged period of photosynthesis. Another thing, that is the light is emitted in the pockets of energy called photons. The splitting of the water molecules in the presence of light is called photolysis. The site of carbon dioxide fixation and reduction in the cell is the grana of chloroplast. Light-dependent reactions takes place in the thylakoid of chloroplast. Blue and red light spectrum are the best for photosynthesis. ATP is the energy currency. Leaves are green because they fail to absorb green light of visible spectrum, which is reflected.